when I was a little boy, like I'm climbing always. And I was running after the goat when they climb the rock and collect some wood with my father to make a fire in the night. For me, I grew up here and I see like rocks and sand. But for the people, like when they come to visit us, they say, you are lucky to be in this place. When I go for 1 day or 2 days to the city, I have headache. When I come back, I take my car, drive to the desert, and I sleep under the stars. I feel I'm relaxed. I am Abdullah Al-Zalabiya, which come from a small tribe in Wadi Rum.
Some places in the world you want to just be away from everything. It's nice to not have any people, but Wadi Rum's not like that at all. It's as much about the people here as the actual desert. I'm Rob Durran. I first came here 15 years ago and I've been coming back ever since. The climbing kind of brings out the sort of childlike instincts in you here, I think. You sort of forget the guidebook and forget grade, and you always just want to look around the next corner, explore up the next alleyway. There's always somewhere different to go. It's just a big playground, really.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, before the anchor.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we're now in Barra Canyon, one of the most popular climbing areas in Wadi Rum, with the ultra classic route Merlin's One. Come here with the local climbers. We've got Abdullah and Musa.
We like it, the climbing the mountain, the hiking. I do it, it's from my heart, you know.
First people to climb most of these peaks were the local Bedouin.
Now all the young adults, they have the phone, they want the internet, they work with tourism, they should be in the connection. And before a long time ago, they didn't need to buy anything, just to stay in the mountain.
So they're treading this sort of balance between preserving the local culture and making a living out of tourism, which then can possibly help, I suppose, finance the sustainability of the area as well.
Me and my brother, we make the first climbing club in Jordan.
I mean, these Bedouin are all very natural climbers anyway. They're very impressive and quite scary to watch without a rope.
I like to help the people who want to climb.
But if they're going to guide, they need to learn sort of modern rope techniques.
Tea? Tea? Smoke?
And a big part of coming here is the fact that it's not a complete wilderness, it's very much lived in. So Abdullah said there's probably 15 families now still living the traditional lifestyle in the desert. The younger Bedouins such as Abdullah want to continue that lifestyle.
And every weekend I come back to the desert to help my father. I feel I miss something. I go to the town, and you know, like when I'm free, I drive to my mom and my father here to enjoy the evening with them. Because like I remember when I was a child, I do like this.
His family is very much from the desert here. His father still lives out in the desert. I mean, the traditional way of life, they value that sort of culture and their history, definitely. You know, they're very proud to be members of their tribe in the desert.
Suwaybit?
Yeah, so
Yeah, Suwaybit, yeah. On the left? Yeah, yeah. We climbed that. Absolutely fantastic. My first time 15 years ago.
Bedouin in the past will have climbed virtually every lump of rock, from the tiniest ones to the big mountains here.
They go to the mountain for hunting.
Yeah, it's a place that's always been inhabited for thousands of years, and they developed all kinds of complicated routes.
Whenever you're driving around here, you keep spotting these little things to climb and think, I have to come back.
Routes have been climbed, forgotten, and there's still certainly more to be rediscovered, without any doubt.
But this is my favourite place.
Me too. Yeah.
So the plan is to climb with Bedouin. Jebels away bit where I've done a lot of the exploration, but low down on it, noticed some of these old Bedouin steps where they've piled up rocks up a steep section, presumably built for hunting a long time ago and probably forgotten about. But it means there is a way up there. Whether it leads to the summit or not, I've absolutely no idea, but I've always been meaning to go back and investigate it and see where it leads to, really. The locals who know their way around, I mean, you're never going to match that. They know where there's going to be water, they know what you can eat, but that's come down over generations. So in a way, yeah, you're always going to feel an outsider without that local knowledge.
This is what what I spotted a couple of years ago with these old Bedouin steps. To go up here, they may have fallen down a bit anyway. So this would have been built by the Bedouin, could have been hundreds of years ago, for getting up here onto the mountain to hunt ibex.
With experience, like for example me, when I climb the mountain, I can realize, you know, like the way, where is it? I don't know exactly where is it, but in the way I can see this. See, like, they put rocks together to show the way.
It's quite exciting. So we've done a couple of short rope pitches, one of which was really quite scary. Abdullah went on ahead without the rope, and he's now disappeared off looking for the route, and he said he didn't want the rope. He said, Bedouin have climbed this route without a rope before me, and I'm Bedouin, so I'll climb without a rope as well.
They are good climbers. And me, I go without rope because I'm Bedouin and they are Bedouin, and they make this road. They have to do like them.
On the right, it's too difficult. Yeah.
It means
So it must come this way. So
Yeah.
hopefully
I hope so.
we can join that and find a way. We need to get down here.
Yeah, we will find a way.
You know, all these lumps of rock around here, they'll have been climbed, and visitors probably haven't climbed a lot of them. Tourism's dropped off because of the Middle East situation, so the number of climbers here has certainly dropped off in the last 5-10 years.
That'll be so good if we get up there.
Easy to go
Oh,
up and then
not good. Okay, let's go back the other way.
roll of the rocks like soft rocks, sandy. The rocks will go out in my hands. Yeah, we'll find another way.
But maybe people are starting to come back now they realise it's safe. And there seems to be a new generation of young local Bedouin climbers who are keen to climb and keen to meet Westerners, and hopefully there'll be a sort of resurgence of climbing here.
I like to climb with people like Rob. I learn from them.
Sort of matched up the modern climbing skills with the traditional Bedouin route finding skills, which was excellent. What comes across is the Bedouin you meet actually just love being out in the desert. The desert is their home. They have a house in the town, but they actually say, you know, we like being in the desert. And being able to share that with them when we have a camp, get the fire going, all sit around drinking tea, you know, just being invited in. It's like being invited to their home, being in the desert, really. They're very, very hospitable people if you respect the desert and what they're about. So it's just brilliant being here with them, and it was a real privilege this time to actually rediscover this Bedouin route with a local. It's really, really good.